Welcome back to the School Projects Available Commentary Series, episode number 5. So yeah, number 5 is nothing special. Anyways, in today's episode, we are gonna look at my how-to video. This was the next project in our video production class, is to basically show off a how-to video of, basically a tutorial on how to do a specific thing and whatnot. In our case, in my group, we decided to do origami, or in this case, specifically, paper penguins. I was put into a group with Liam, Ethan, and Josh. So those friends of mine from high school may remember Josh Krause to become kind of a meme, but also a good buddy. He's a good friend of mine. So yeah. And Ethan, as you see in the thumbnail, he's a fellow Asian, so I can respect him for that because I'm also Asian myself. I mean, as I show my face before, I mean, it's kind of pretty obvious that I'm Asian. But anyways, other than that, then I want to get into this video because this was one of the poor videos that we've worked on. I'll explain more as we go along here. So here we go. Let's see your mode. Today we're going to be showing you a how-to video on how to do origami. Now, many... Wait, what I put there? Yeah, I put apologies for lack of camera movement / introduction. Yeah, unfortunately, beginning with a shot, I started talking, but I talked before Liam, who was behind the camera, pressed record. So unfortunately, my proper introduction was cut off by just a little bit. And also the camera movement was kind of not the best as well, as you can see here. Many versions of this have been like different. Many versions of this have been like of different structures or objects, but this one is gonna be made by us. Also, tell about my bad acting right here. I wasn't looking properly at the camera, which I shouldn't have like moved all around, just looking all over the place. Like, if I was to be like, say, what was I? Was I the guide guy or something like that? I don't remember. I'm gonna have to look back when I'm not recording to see what I was. And okay, it was reporter, but why would I report something about making origami? I don't know. But yeah, there's Jaws walking right behind me, and then we cut to the next shot. And here we have two of our great origami artists. I'll be introducing Josh and Ethan right here.
What's up, kid? You want to know how to make these cool looking penguins? We'll show you how.
And here we have one of the penguins they're making. This is Pete.
The voice being said, that's Liam right there. And he introduces us to this specific penguin named Penguin Pete.
They got him by his name tag. And he does this little dance.
You could tell they decided that for one penguin they make him Pete by putting in more detail, such as Marcos, I think they were. It can't be Sharpies because there was like a yellow Sharpie, I believe, but like those yellow Sharpies come rare in our case, so it has to be with like Cleo or Marcos or something. So yeah, and don't worry, Penguin Pete's gonna be a recurring theme in some cases later on.
Yeah, and then here are the instructions to make your own Pete if you'd like to.
And here's a guide of how we were able to make origami in the shape of a penguin. Oh hey, I guess that's where we got the name Penguin Pete from, because this origami guy was actually named Penguin Pete on how to be able to shape paper into into a penguin that's origami form. So yeah, I guess that's where we got the name Penguin Pete from. They just decided to just also place a name tag on the on that penguin that we just made. I didn't really make the origami myself because I suck at making origami. But at least this guy can be able to help you make one if you want to make a penguin for yourself, for whatever reason. So yeah. Always make sure to use a square piece of paper, like this. Not that one. Yeah, that's a rectangle piece of paper, which is basically like normal paper, I would say. For whatever reason, when I was editing this, I decided to place in the text or like say all of the instructions that the paper gave out. And off screen, I decided to be served as a narrator to describe how to make the paper into origami.
But this one right there.
Yeah, that's a good piece of paper. That's already has a crease because they already folded it.
Not this one. Not this one.
Yeah, Liam just crumbles up and throws it away.
You don't want to use a rectangle piece of paper. Step number 1. Fold the piece of paper into a triangle. And whilst this is happening, I'll tell you the story of Penguin Pete by Richard Katz. Pete lived on the hill.
Oh yeah, another cringy part about this video is the fact that I decided to describe the story that Richard Katz, the creator of this origami instruction of Penguin Pete, made about Penguin Pete himself, which is really cringy enough as to what this video delivers.
Step number 2. Open the triangle and place the crease vertically. Pete lived on the hill and that was covered with snow.
Oh yeah, and also adding on to the cringy part of explaining the story, I decided to also stop at the beginning as we go to the next step. So that's as we progress the story further. So that's that's another reason why this video sucked.
Step number 3. Fold the sides as it is shown.
I guess it was a better explanation of Liam zooming in onto the instructions to show how to properly fold the sides as it is shown.
How could you do it so fast?
It's a magician.
I know.
Pete lived on the hill and that was covered with snow. He wore a black coat.
I kind of also like the extra feedback or comments made by Giles and Ethan then before I continue the story.
Step number 4. Fold the top point in. He lived on the hill and that was covered with snow. He wore a black coat and held his head low. Number 5. Turn the model over. He lived on the hill and that was covered with snow. He wore a black coat and held his head low. He rolled over on his tummy.
I just like how Josh and Ethan is just there, just doing as instructed, and just I feel like they would have been forced to look blank because I'm describing the story. Like they aren't supposed to have any reaction to what I'm telling and stuff. So, yeah.
Number 6. Fold the point up. He lived on the hill and that was covered with snow. He wore a black coat and held his head low. He rolled over on his tummy and kicked snow with his feet. Number 7. Fold the paper in half as it is shown.
Again, another zoom in on the instructions right there.
Mine is horrible.
Number 8.
I didn't really describe it because there was no text there, so that like progressed the story further. So yeah.
Number 8. Lift up the head and squeeze it flat at the top. He lived on the hill and that was covered with snow. He wore a black coat and held his head low. He rolled over on his tummy and kicked snow with his feet. Then he picked up his head, saying,
Okay, now about this next shot here, I think this was Liam's idea. He wanted me to tell the story in its entirety, and then for the last line, he wanted all 4 of us to be able to say, "I'm Penguin Pete." I probably shouldn't have said that because like that kind of ruins the ending of the story for you guys, but like he wanted all 4 of us to say that, so as a way to somehow give off a neat ending, like with emphasis and like I don't know what you call it, but like with emphasis and like somewhat unison of all 4 people saying the last line of the story. But anyways, here's the entire story for you about Penguin Pete.
He lived on the hill and that was covered with snow. He wore a black coat and held his head low. He rolled over on his tummy and kicked snow with his feet. Then he picked up his head, saying,
I'm Penguin Pete.
What's kind of jokingly cringy about this is the fact that we weren't in unison at all when we said "I'm Penguin Pete." but what's also more cringy is look at this right here.
Hey, maybe next time we'll show you how to make this great gravestone.
At the end we could do that. That's what I want to do.
And we have to get people footage of a normal penguin that's no origami form here. I just added in because the song that I used for this video was Hyperfun by Kevin MacLeod. I really liked that song. It was like, say, like a neat silent film track that could be used by YouTubers nowadays. It's a neat track. I recommend downloading it. Yeah, Josh saw it because he was getting into the way of the B-roll footage. And if you're wondering about the rest of the video here, there's nothing much. I put credits in, which I will not show because it shows like all the full names, even though I already did show Ethan's and Josh's full names. Well, I mean Josh Quasi. Sean always said his name when we were reacting to videos together because Sean is a good friend of Josh. And yeah, from what I can tell, Josh has become a meme towards my school community, but you know, it's whatever, I guess. But yeah, this was a terrible video according to my teacher. In fact, the teacher said that pretty much all of our how-to videos were terrible because, you see, we didn't really utilize like any of the camera shots that we learned, like the type of camera shots. I mean, we didn't utilize, say, point of view or over the shoulder or pan tilt, close up, medium, wide shots. We really didn't put any effort to use those camera shots, as all of us pretty much just focused more on like showing people how to do it, because I mean this was a how-to video. How else are you gonna try to approach it? But my teacher expected better of us to do these videos, and one of the assignments that we did was actually like a redeeming. It felt more like a redeeming project to actually be able to put more effort into doing into using the camera shots that we learned and stuff like that. I'm not sure if this was actually originally an assignment or if this was actually placed in the last minute for us to redeem ourselves, but we did this as a group project like in the future. It's not the next one I'm talking about after this video like here, but it is the one after the next one, so I'll get into that later. So yeah, he was disappointed that we didn't really utilize camera shots, and therefore our how-to videos wasn't shown in class because apparently they sucked so much that he didn't want to show it to everyone, or that it wasn't worth showing in class. But at least I was able to save them all so that I could be able to see what they were exactly. So yeah, and by the I actually do still have the wildfires. There's some other camera shots in here that I saved up because they weren't in, and for some of them I just messed around and pressed record because yeah, such as this one right here. Liam and Josh, I think what they were doing was that they were looking for instructions on origami to do, and then eventually they found like Penguin Pete and stuff like that. For about 3 minutes, I just pressed record like here. I was with Ethan at the time, in this area right there, and I was just press record and just like mess around here. I'm not gonna show all of it because there really isn't much to show here. Along with some background conversations that I had with Ethan at the time, so yeah. I want to see if I said anything interesting here. Yeah, I just messed around and just like focus more on them. Whoa, what was Josh doing there? Oh yeah, you may have a habit that if you have chairs and move around, you may have a habit of just playing around with them. That's what I used to do back in the day, of course. I think I still did that now, but like, you know, still, it was a fun habit to do. Wait, did they squeak? I heard like a noise. Wait, I said something, but did those chairs like squeak? I don't remember. I heard like a noise. I didn't think those chairs squeaked.
Wow, it's been going on for over a minute, the recording.
It's recording?
Yes, yeah, I didn't think it was cool one.
Well, that's another video. Click off now.
No. I'm gonna. I didn't zoom in more. Anyways, yeah, so this guy, I can't say.
Nothing much happened.
Okay.
If I remember, I think Ethan decided to officially just stop the recording because like it was kind of pointless and we didn't have much going on. And see this next shot. Today we're gonna be showing you a how-to video on how. So you see what I mean? It started off midway because unfortunately the recording started midway of my speech. So that's why it ended up as it is because I couldn't do anything about it. He started recording like a few seconds after I started speaking, unfortunately. So that's why the video started off like it is. If you think I purposely did that, I didn't. It's the footage starts off like that. So that was unfortunate here. And after I says this one is gonna be made by us, there was some extra dialogue that didn't include in. It's gonna be made by us.
We attempted.
Okay.
Well, actually, it was made by Rachel Kratz, but we don't talk about that.
Wow,
So,
Liam just zoomed in on Rachel Katz. Wait, what did I say there?
So our first version is gonna be of a penguin.
This one is better.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, I think I knew the recording was still gonna happen, but I didn't know if we were gonna use that, so. And then after I found out that, like, Liam just turned the camera and tilted it towards the paper, I just, like, you know what, I'll just cut it off there. You'll see some other shots that I didn't include here. I think this was I don't know why one of us pushed record. I think it was just a test or something.
No, I was gonna.
Does it matter? Just
We need them all on display.
Oh, I think I may remember this shot here. I think Joss and Liam were arguing over like how we should probably introduce them and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay. No, I was gonna.
does it matter? Just
We need them all on display.
I am gonna
So this.
film you right now.
So I'll say like this. This is the finished product of what we're going to be making today.
Yes, the score was an 8 out of 10.
And this one was our custom one that we made.
So this is like
This was our
cost
custom.
you're asking.
This is the
for.
one we bought on Amazon.
Is it? Yeah.
Perfect.
Just to let you know, I've been recording this whole time. Where's feet?
Well, the truth is the truth. That's Amazon bought. This is our replica. For no money, maybe 50 cents.
Just talking about where exactly these the instructions or at least the penguins came from. So that's interesting. What do you have here?
This is our penguin that.
Oh boy, a blooper. They started cracking up when they were about to introduce, but they messed up. So yeah.
I just had to stay silent.
I said action.
Oh.
You guys are
All right, some more screw ups.
Today, Josh will be teaching you how to make these penguins.
My God, I can't believe I forgot that they. Okay, I think I know exactly what was happening. So originally, I think Ethan and Josh were assigned to introduce us to I got a Discord notification, but for you, you're not seeing that. Okay, so I think what happened was that Ethan and Josh were originally supposed to introduce us as to how they were gonna make the paper penguins, but then they cracked up and laughed so much, and that to the point where like we decided that they couldn't do it, and that we ultimately decided that I should introduce them so that they can lead us into like making the paper penguins. So yeah, they were originally gonna introduce us, but they were cracking up so much for introducing us said we had to decide that I was gonna be the one to be the narrator and be the one to introduce them so they could be able to lead us into making the paper penguins.
And here we have.
Yep, this was the shot right here. Nothing much happened there. Or wait.
How to make these cool looking penguins? We'll show you how.
Okay, yeah, it's just the same shot.
And here we have one of the penguins they're making.
Alright, what else do we have here?
We literally searched this up today. So
Wait, did you start it?
No, yes.
what? we have lunch.
Rip.
Alright.
Okay.
Oh yeah, this is another shot that we didn't use because we were unsure about it, if it was the camera was corny or whatnot. And yeah.
Always make sure to use a square piece
Let's
of
see
paper.
here. No.
Step number 1. Step number 2. Step number.
Okay, the reason I'm going to the next shot like immediately, we constantly rather just like going to like the next shot that we didn't use, was because of the fact that it's been so long since I looked at these like raw files, like raw video footage right here, that I don't remember everything that happened, like that I don't remember if there was like a blooper in between or whatnot, and that I have to look at these to like determine if these are actually bloopers or actually like footage that I actually put into my video. So yeah.
Step number 3.
Alright.
Step number 4.
Okay.
Number 5. Number 6. Number 7. Number 8. Pete lived down the hill and that was covered
Okay.
with snow.
Oh wait, I think this was an alternative take that we did.
He wore a black coat and held his head low. He rolled over on his tummy and kicked snow with his feet. Then he picked up his head, saying,
I'm Penguin
Penguin
Pete.
Pete.
Was I supposed to be a part of that?
I think this was an alternative take because that we didn't use because Josh wasn't part of the unison group saying I'm Penguin Pete.
Wait, let's do that again, but we all gotta say I'm Penguin Pete.
Okay.
Yeah, that might have been a good attempt if it weren't for Josh like skipping out on saying, but I'm Penguin Pete.
Pete lived on too much.
Hey, maybe next time we'll show you how to make this great gravestone.
This great gravestone. You'll have the answer as to why that gravestone says 1941 to 1940 soon. And it's just by this last shot here, is it? Yes it is. I'm looking.
Alright, let's go back to the stress.
Yeah, I also decided to turn on to press record on the camera just because I wanted to mess around again, just some fooling around. I mean, like, we're here, we got the camera, and we're done, and why not have some fun? So yeah. I just like was behind Liam while he was like holding the tripod, coming back to the computer room or the computer lab, I would say. Because okay, we gotta differentiate on how I say computer lab and computer room. Like the one in the library, I'll say that's the computer room. And for the computer lab, that's the room that where class was taken, basically, and where we edit our videos. Okay, now I want to be able to offer a story for this how-to video, developer commentary series, more particularly on the computer room right here. Okay, so when I was enrolled to high school as a freshman, there were computers lined up on the walls and on the inside tables right there. The inside tables being the ones you saw when I was talking about the camera shots video. So yeah, this was originally supposed to be used as a way for us to type out our reports for like say English classes or writing classes in general. But nowadays, in the mornings and like before school and basically in the afternoons after school or like during lunchtime, the computers were actually more used for those that wants to play Minecraft on them. Yeah, I remember that after I take the bus and arrive to school early, I would go into the library to see what was going on, and I see like students just hardcore gaming it out on Minecraft and other games that they play on Steam or whatnot. And apparently the staff learned about this like months into me being at the school, that in my sophomore year, as you see here, they replaced the computers on the outer wall with like these like these Google Chromebook powered monitors, I would say. And as over time, as I progressed through the grades in the school, the computers on the inner tables also got removed as well, and it basically meant that we couldn't play Minecraft there anymore. So because of that, this computer room right here was there's more used as like a writing center for one of my English teachers at the time. This is more used for like us being able to meet with this English teacher and just like getting some practice, some advice, some help on like how we can be able to better our writing pieces. I remember I did come to him my senior year for help on writing off an essay for me to be enrolled in the college, which I got accepted into the college I attend now, so that's good. But yeah, over time, when I arrived here, this used to be a fun place for people to play Minecraft and stuff. But over time, the computers were removed and just turned into like an academic, a writing study room. Well, students will have to particularly meet with our English teacher. So, as Sean states from our reaction videos on these videos that we did, they ruined the library. That was the quote stated by him. They ruined the library, which I could agree with him to an extent, though, I would say. But yeah, the library used to be fun, but now it's just more quiet now, and the staff got their wish that we weren't allowed to play Minecraft on the computers anymore. So yeah, that's unfortunate. Yeah, because I took a camera in my hands, I expect a lot of shaking for this like particular shot.
If anyone asked, Pete was a time traveler.
Alright, got it. Well, you have the answer there, everyone. Why the Great Stone said 1941 to 1940? Well, Pete is a time traveler. And don't worry, you'll see him more in a future episode of the Developer Commentary series.
Pete's, if anyone asks, Pete is a time traveler. He was born in 1940.
Oh, you're too.
Oh, I don't. Yeah, Pete is a time traveler. So yeah, that was our how-to video. It was basically poor as stated by our teacher, but at least we got to make some origami paper penguins. And we actually begin the arc of Penguin Pete. Why do I say that? Well, you'll see him later in a future video. Anyways, guys, that's gonna be episode 5 for Developer Commentary series about the how-to video. Next time that we get into the series, we're gonna be talking about a neat commercial that we have done. Basically, that's the next assignment that we did. We had to make a 60-second commercial at max 60 seconds, and yeah, I'll tell you more about that later on. So, thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned for more episodes of this. I'll see you later. Goodbye.